Around 2 hours from Alice, we arrive in the small town of Tea Tree, home to the Red Centre Farm and Chateau Mango. Have you got any things for us to taste, like a bit of ice cream and maybe some of the wine?
Ice cream, some mango wines, and with a bit of luck today, I think we've got a mango moonshine cheesecake made from our liqueur.
Well, show me the way. Year-round sunshine and abundant water underground means this arid landscape can support 3,000 mango trees, harvesting 65 tonne of fruit.
We mainly, the good fruit is sent off to the fresh food market.
Yep.
And then we get a lot of fruit that's out of grade, that's not sellable. And we use that for making byproducts. Jam, chutney, marinade sauce. Yeah. Mango dessert topping and mango jam.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Whoop.
Oh.
So it's champagne, is it?
It's a sparkling one. It's made from, it's carbonated. It's not,
Thank you.
It's not actually...
Call me stupid, but
it's
I
not
thought...
made champagne by our method. We couldn't do it because the wine's too sweet and it keeps re-fermenting.
How long does it last in the bottle?
It lasts for a long time. We don't really know. I've had it up to 10 years and I'm the bottle.
Wow.
John has had this farm for 23 years and he's famous for his mango wines and liqueurs. But we're all keen to taste that cheesecake. It may be small on numbers, but Barrow Creek, with a population of 6, is big on personality. In 1871, Barrow Creek was chosen as the site for an overland telegraph Morse repeater station.
Tell us a little bit about the bush bank.
Well, the bush bank is actually people's insurance against thirst. So the idea being that when you, as it turned out from people who are working on the cattle stations next door around here, that they'd often be paid only by every 3 weeks or every month by a company cheque, and they'd come in and cash the cheque. By the time the end of the month came around, they're always short. So instead of having to borrow all the time, one fellow hit on the idea of asking the publican to keep some money for him, and so that come the end of the month he'll be able to
down
get it.
payment for next month.
Absolutely, he had something in reserve.
There you go.
And a couple of the blokes drinking with him said, oh, that's a darn good idea. So the publican said, well, you better write your name on each of them so we know who's the who, and who's been taken if I'm not here and who's been... So then, of course, it's just grown since then.
So, Simon, you'd be what's called a regular around here, wouldn't you? When was the last time you came through?
About 6 years ago, came through on their way to Top End for a holiday, and I wrote my name on the wall right there.
Yeah?
And I was delighted to come in today and see it's still there.
Whilst the telegraph station is preserved, the Barrow Creek Hotel remains a drop-in for all tourists in the area, and we are no exception. Well, what a classic piece of Australian outback history. You know what? Something tells me we'll be back again someday. There's no question the outback dishes up its fair share of characters, and they've all got some great stories. Another hour up the road and we arrive at Whitecliff Well, the UFO hotspot and the self-appointed UFO Centre of Australia.
Well, the UFO history of this place dates back to Aboriginals. They were painting it, but it became really authentic in the World War II. It was a market garden. And sold
this area?
This property.
Okay.
It's a freehold property, and it was growing vegetables for the Air Force bases. And those soldiers started to see unusual lights in the sky, and they documented it.
Okay.
And it's been documented in books, and it's been documented ever since, right up to today. The books are still going.
Okay.
And when someone sees something here at night, or any time they see it, they're welcome to come and write it down, and they do.
So you love people coming in believing, or do you try and change them if they don't?
No, not at all. I don't mind if they think I'm a
No.
complete crazy
You
nutcase,
are
or if they...
real, aren't you?
Yeah. It is a real suit.
Yeah. Nothing green underneath.
No, not really. Even though I tell some people it is a human suit.
When we come back, another incredible display of nature's beauty.